sitting here with my James White guitar. This thing is absolutely amazing. And it's a quadruplo in size. This is like a 16-inch bout with like a 3.5 inch on the width. I forgot exactly the dimensions. I'll put them up there, but it's a gorgeous handmade instrument by James White. But you'll notice he didn't put markers on it. So I added today a couple of pieces of tape here so you can see where the 3rd and the 5th fret is. Now I say the 3rd and the 5th fret, but it's really not because I have a capo here. But I'm going to leave the capo here because this is the way it was originally played by James Taylor. He puts the capo on the 2nd fret. So I'm going to leave it there. You just pretend it's a nut, okay? So when I say the 3rd fret, it's the 3rd fret from the nut. Or if I say the 5th fret, it's the 5th fret from the nut. And I have the tape marked, okay? All right. So we're going to be playing a song on this beautiful Brazilian rosewood James White guitar. And we're going to be going over the chords for You've Got a Friend, written by Carole King. And in fact, she released it in 1971 on her album Tapestry. I remember that because I was in high school. And it was very meaningful music to me at the time. And also, the same year, she gave it to James Taylor to play as well, and he released a version of it. And so today I'm playing in his key with the chords that I think he uses, at least they're closest to his chords, that I could figure when I'd listen to him. And he capos at the 2nd fret, playing an A, and Carole King plays an A flat. So if you're going to play against her music, just take the capo and put it down 1 fret, and you'll be an A flat using the same chords. Okay. And but this is the way that James Taylor is playing it. So if a really good way to learn is to get the chords down, then go on YouTube and bring him up playing and try to play along with him. I mean, it's a great way to learn. And then listen to what he does. And as you listen, you might see, well, I could probably do this and sound closer to him, and make those changes to your playing. Or maybe you sing, okay? So this would be a great song to sing against. These chords are absolutely, I think, are beautiful chords, closest to his version of it. It starts out with this introduction. And so it's a sequence of a couple of hammer-ons, but we start out with a chord that's called the G over C. Okay, and basically I'm just playing strings 6 and 1. Thumb plays 6, pinky plays 1, because when I'm fingerstyle playing, these 3 fingers are usually dedicated to strings 3, 2, and 1. Doesn't mean I don't break the rules, I do, but that is pretty much their job. And the thumb takes care of 6, 5, and 4. So in this case, we start out and then take your first finger, pluck the 3rd string, and then hammer on the 2nd fret. And again, it's 2nd fret from the capo, okay? And then play the 2nd string, and then hammer on the 1st fret. So, got that? Oops. Then what I do is I pick strings 2 and 1 and do a hammer on that 1st fret again. Then pick the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and then open 2nd string. So now it sounds like this. this is called an F sharp minor 7th. Basically, it's just take your pointer finger, put it on the 2nd fret, and then line these 3 fingers up like you're playing an A. Okay, and then I'm just plucking string 6, 4, 3, 2. Okay, it's just, I mean, if you wanted to get them all in there, you could, but that's how I usually do it. So it sounds like this. That's a B7th. I'm just playing, and this is where I broke the rules here for these fingers. Thumb is string 5, and then fingers are picking strings 4, 3, 2. Okay, all right. So let's go through that one last time. Big surprises, and I'll put the chord charts as we move through it. Okay, so let's start with the first verse as we move through it, all right? Okay, so here's the first verse. So it's going to start out with a little bit of melody. So basically just take the 3rd string and play it open, then play the 2nd fret, and then go to E minor. Go to the B7th. Except I usually just play, if you make that B7th chord, I usually just play strings 5, 3, 2, 1. And I'm using the 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm using these 3 fingers to do that. Usually these 3 fingers, I say it all the time, are dedicated to strings 3, 2, 1. But sometimes I'll move up to 4, 3, 2. Okay, and this is one of those cases. Okay, so for the most part, that's what they take care of. And the thumb takes care of 6, 5, and 4. Okay, all right. So, back to what we were doing. Start with the melody. And then to B7. So basically what I'm going to do there is just do me E minor, B7th, E minor again, and then go to A minor 7th, then D7th sus 4, and then lift that pinky. So, and let me tell you about this here's a D7th, right? If you put your pinky on the 4th fret, on the 3rd fret, to check what I was doing. If you put your pinky on the 3rd fret, 1st string, that's a D sus, a D7th sus 4, okay? So it's a big long word. Basically, it's your D7th chord with just putting your pinky on the 3rd fret 1st string. That's all, D sus 4. But then you lift it, you got a D7. And if you lift your ring finger, you have a D7 sus 2. Okay? So this one's the 2, and this one's the 4, and this is the D7. Okay? There's the 4, there's the 7th, and then there's the 2. All right. And so you're going to see that. You're going to see that a lot. Kind of acts as a turnaround between the verse and the chorus at one point. Okay? All right. So, back to what we were doing. It started out with this, when you're down and troubled, that's a B7th, E minor, B7th, E minor, A minor 7th, D7 sus 4, and you can lift it to it and then go to the G. So I played the G chord, and I make it in such a way that it frees up my pointer finger. See that? Look how this is done. It frees this up so I can grab that second string, first fret. Okay, so then we move on to close your eyes. Close your eyes and think of me. So that's a B sharp minor 7th, similar to what we did in the intro, right? This right here, the D sharp minor 7th. So it's similar to what we did in the intro, where the pointer finger is on the 2nd fret, 6th string, and then you got your ring finger, or your 3 fingers picking up strings 4, 3, 2, like an A. Okay? All right. So back to that again. So that's going to come up right there with close your eyes. Close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up. That's an A minor 7th, and then go to a B minor 7th up here on the 7th fret. It's similar to the F sharp minor 7th, it's just moved up to the 7th fret. And then I just come down here to the 3rd fret and play the 4th fret, 3rd string, and then, so it sounds. Okay, and that's our sus4, D7th, D7 sus2, back to D7 again. Okay, so we got quite a ways there. Now we're going to move into the chorus, but let's just go over the verse one time. Then we go to the chorus. Open 2nd string, fret the 1st fret on the 2nd string, and then go to G, sus. And you're going to play off that. See that ring finger I'm picking up to get the melody in? You just call out my name. And then I move into this G major 7th. Which looks like this. It's like you're taking these 3 fingers and making an A minor, except you move it up to the 3rd fret. Then put your pointer finger on the 6th string, 3rd fret. There's the chord chart. And I'm playing string 6, 4, 3, 2. Okay? All right. So you just call out my name. There's C. See that pinky? It's working on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. Oh, this is 1st string, 2nd string, back to the 1st string. And the only thing that's moving is this pinky finger on the 2nd fret. Go to A minor 7th. There's the chord chart. Open 1st string, and then fret the 3rd fret on the 1st string, and then G major 7th again. 2nd string, C. That pinky's working the first string now. And then moves up to the 5th fret. Back to that C with the first string open there. And actually we don't come back to the C, we come back to the E minor. All you got to do is go. And down, and when you get to that C part, and then, so that pinky's doing the 7th fret and then the 8th fret on the 2nd string. And then we do this B minor 7th to the A minor 7th. Then just end it with a G. Or that part that we did up here at the beginning. Actually, there's more to this song, so that's not really the ending there. I'm not going to go into it because there's not a lot of time. But I did want to show you that you can just stop right there if you want with just a G, and you can just finger it and just end it. Okay? All right. So let's go back to the beginning again and just go through it. And then I'm going to let you get online and try to work it out. And hopefully with the chord charts and the little bit that I give you, and I'll try to write in some of it, that you can figure it out. But it takes a lot of time. This is not something, if you've never played it before, unless you're already a professional and you're a super high level player, then this will probably take you a little bit of time. Okay, but it's worth it. It's such a great song. So, and then be happy with what you can do. So if strumming is all you can do, when you're down and troubled, if that's all you can do, it's okay. Just do that. Sing with it, have fun with it, and enjoy this old song that to me is a beautiful classic from the 70s. Okay, so let's just go through it. Okay, so it starts out with So anyways, so I'm going to leave it right there, and I hope you all have a great day or night wherever you are in this world.